Hey guys, I'm so glad that we're getting back into the swing of things with school. I am just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Miss Howell, and I'm going to be your math teacher this year for seventh grade. So I hope we have a great year, and hopefully one day I'll be able to see you in person, and it'll be great. Okay, so we're going to start out with who am I? I am Miss Howell. Like I said, I was born in California and I moved here to Texas when I was in sixth grade. It it was crazy, but I love being in Texas. I now live in Harker Heights, so I don't live in Temple, but I love Temple ISD. And I have one little son, Levi. If you look at him right there, he's so adorable. He'll be 2 in March, so he's a year and a half years old now, and he's a little a little scamp. I This is going to be my third year of teaching. It's so much fun, and I hope that you guys have fun with us. With where I went to school, I went to school in Cedar Park. That's just an hour south of here. I got my bachelor's in mathematics at Texas State University. So yes, I do know a lot about math. And then I minored in education and forensic psychology. So if you have forensic questions, I may be able to answer them. And I also have my master's degree. I got that at South University in Austin, and I got that one in counseling. So I'm pretty good at listening to people. So if you need to just vent, I'm here for you. Oops. And then here are a few of my favorite things. I'm going to put up a interest inventory. You're going to answer all of these questions. And so I get to know you just like you get to know me. So my favorite color is blue. I love to drink Pepsi. If you're here in person, you're always going to see me with a Pepsi. My favorite superhero is Thor. I don't like to be mainstream like Spider-Man, Batman. Although they are awesome, I like Thor the best. My favorite restaurant's Olive Garden. I love Italian food. It's great. My favorite candy is any kind of dark chocolate. I'm not a big fan of white chocolate or milk chocolate, but dark chocolate, yeah. My favorite season is fall, which we're about to head into. It usually means cooler temperatures, but here in Texas, maybe not so much. My favorite movie/movies are Wizard of Oz and Labyrinth. If you haven't seen either of them, you should go see them. They're really great. My favorite food is macaroni and cheese. My favorite holiday is Halloween, which is coming up. My birthday is 5 days before Halloween, so you do the math and figure out what day that is and let me know. And then my favorite band or singer, Linkin Park and Fall Out Boy. I also like Lifehouse. I'm kind of just a music fan in general. If you're in my room before or after school, there's always music playing. And usually on Fridays, I always have it playing for you guys. So if you have any questions, shoot me a comment, shoot me an email, and I'll definitely love to answer them for you. Okay, so I am going to turn off my camera so you can see our next presentation. I'm going to give you the expectations of what remote learning is going to look like. So let's let it load. Oh no. So with remote learning, I know it's completely a new thing and it's going to be different than what it was in the spring. So we want to make sure that you understand what's expected of you and what's going to go on, because we want you to learn just as much as the people who are here in class. So we're going to try to keep you right there on board with us. First thing I want to say is, no matter what, you can never expect to succeed if you only put in work on the days you feel like it. So if you are only working whenever you feel like it, then you're never going to push ahead and improve yourself. So make sure that we're always putting in 100% every day. Our daily attendance expectations, we want to make sure we're completing one assignment each day. And if you complete my assignments, mark it as done or turn it in on Google Classroom, then good, you're here for attendance. We also want to have interaction with the teacher if you want to. That counts as attendance. So that means you're going to comment or post on my Google Classroom. You can email me. You can call me and talk to me. You can, and then on Wednesdays and Fridays, we're going to have live sessions where if you're there for the whole 30 minutes, you're good for attendance too. And we also want to make sure that you're showing progress. Okay. So if you are working on an assignment and you're like, maybe I don't understand this too much, so I'm not going to quite turn it in yet. And and you ask me some questions and send me a question, and then you make some more progress on it, then great, you're showing progress. We also have an attendance form that's not on here. We also have an attendance form that you'll be filling out every day to make sure that you've had it. That attendance form needs to be done after everything is done and you've right before you turn in your assignment. So make sure you get that done. It'll ask you a question about your learning for the day. And we just want to make sure that you are here and you are participating and that we're getting the best work out of you. In Google Classroom, I hope most of you have done Google Classroom before because we were doing it through the year last year and through the spring semester when everything went down and we went remote. If you have any questions, please email me and let me know, and I'll get you up to speed on where everything is, okay? So we only want to post comments if you have a question, okay? So use your private comments in your assignment. That goes just directly to me and no one else will see it. So use those first and foremost, and try to avoid using those public comments unless you are absolutely sure that it's going to be a comment that a question that everyone is going to have or most people are going to have. Please avoid using those public comments and just message me privately. Okay. So we're going to make sure you hit that turn in button to show you finished your work. If you don't hit that turn in button, then it doesn't tell me that you're finished and I assume you're still going on. So I'm not going to grade it unless you've turned it in. So please make sure you turn in your stuff and be appropriate. You are still in school. Google Classroom is your school right now. So you want to make sure that you are acting like you are here. You are behaving, you're following the school rules, and just make sure that we are being appropriate in everything that we do. That's just good online etiquette. So my live session etiquette. So like I said, on Wednesdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., we're going to have a live session on Microsoft Teams. You're going to get that link is going to be posted for you in your Google Classroom. And I want you to make sure that you come in with questions or whatever time to interact with me. And you get your attendance and you get questions asked, okay? So the first thing you want to do when you come in is you want to make sure your mic is muted and your video is on. And that's because if everyone's mic is on, then there's so much noise and we want to make sure that everyone can hear and understand, okay? So we're going to turn our video off if you need to move around or do something that might be distracting. So let's say you have to go to the bathroom. Everyone has to go to the bathroom sometime. So if you need to step away to the bathroom, turn off your video and that lets me know that you're away and I won't call on you if we're asking questions, okay? If you need to ask a question, there are two different ways you can do it in the Microsoft Teams. You can use the raise hand function button. That's the little hand that's in your little toolbar there, or you can type in the chat box. And me and Miss Marinsky are going to be there helping out. So if you type it in the chat box, it'll get answered pretty quickly. And please be appropriate. Like I said before, you're still in school, so we want to make sure that you're still being appropriate. And please come prepared to participate. We want to make sure everyone is getting their full learning. So if you like to ask lots of questions, ask lots of questions. But if you're still one of those people, even in person, that you kind of don't want to ask questions, come with it, type it in the chat box, private message me, and we'll make sure it gets answered. Okay, assignments. You are going to have daily assignments. So these all need to be completed and turned in, and you will be graded on what you turned in. So in Google Classroom, there's going to be an assignment for every day. Monday assignment, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? And at the very beginning of each week, when your sections are built into weeks, there's going to be a week at a glance. So if you want to look at that week at a glance and see what we're doing for the whole week, then awesome. You can go ahead, research whatever you want. But please make sure those assignments get turned in and they get turned in on that day, so you get that attendance marked in. We want to make sure if you have any questions, do a private comment like I said before, or email me. I also am going to post a Google form in the Google Classroom for you that will be asked for general questions and I'll answer in the live session. So if you want to fill out that Google form, say, it's not too important right now, I can keep going without getting this question answered. Go ahead, put it in the Google form and we'll answer it on Wednesday or Friday. Okay, our schedule, like I said, we have a week at a glance posted every week. We want to complete each assignment for the day and make sure it gets turned in for that day. So Monday needs to be turned in on Monday. It's set so if you don't turn it in by 11:59 p.m. on that day, then it's going to end up being marked late and then you're going to get docked points for it. We also have our live sessions, like I said, every Wednesday and Friday during third period, 10 to 10:30. Make sure you come prepared with questions. And you guys work at your own pace. If, like I said, if maybe you need to come back to something a little bit, but you've shown progress, then let me know. Shoot me an email, shoot me a comment and say, hey, I need a little extra time. Can I get some extra time? And I will gladly help let you have some extra time. Say, hey, can we talk in the live session and get the questions answered? And then I'll finish this assignment up. I gotcha. You're good. Okay. And that's the end of that. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am here for you. Email me, post me in Google Classroom when I get you added into there. Whatever you need, just let me know and I'll gladly help you out.